Hey guys, it's Rod from DBZSHFIGS.com, and today I'm bringing to you an unboxing and review of the newest Tamashii Nations Store exclusive for the Dragon Ball line, S.H.Figuarts Super Saiyan Son Goku C Fighters. So this is the newest release as a Tamashii Nations Store exclusive. The previous one was that Son Goku Innocent Challenger, so I believe this one's going to be replacing that one going forward. So yeah, I got this one, as I mentioned in my previous video. My fiance happened to be in New York City for a work trip, so she was able to pick this one up for me, since when I was in Tokyo, this one had not come out yet, so that was unfortunate, but it ended up working out at the end of the day. So yeah, let's get right into it. But actually before that, don't forget to check out my website, DBZSHFIGS.com, where you will find every single Dragon Ball SH Figuarts that has ever come out and will ever come out. The website is constantly being updated with new information, so it should be your one-stop shop for all things Dragon Ball SH Figuarts. So yeah, anyways, let's take a look at the box here. It's a beautiful box because it's unique, being that it's a Tamashii Nations Store exclusive. So right here we have a picture of the figure, as well as the Tamashii Nations quality sticker and the logos. We will go on to the side, we have the name of the figure, and then in the back here we have a nice picture of the figure again, what series it's from, which is Dragon Ball Z, which, if you don't know, this figure is basically supposed to emulate this photo right here of the opening of Dragon Ball Z, where Goku turns Super Saiyan. And then we have another quality sticker, just like I mentioned before, silver sticker, meaning it's from the US. If it was golden, it'd be from Japan. Just Tamashii Nations Store up here, and then just Japanese writing here. So let's get this guy out of the box. So if anyone's interested, here's how the clamshell looks for this figure. We're going to go over each and every one of the accessories in a little bit, but just wanted to show you this in case you're interested. Also, something I noticed in the box, it has this little Tamashii Nation like anti-theft thing. So if you're trying to steal one of these, good luck. They'll know for sure. And then I believe there's a little instruction pamphlet in here, just telling you how to switch the faces, how to switch the hair, all the different hands and stuff. Pretty much it. Okay, so we're back, and let's just take a look at the figure itself. Here it is in hand. I don't know if the camera picks it up well, but this actually is such an interesting color for a Goku. Like, it's translucent, as you can see, and it's a yellow that looks, it's not orange, obviously, right? Like you would expect Goku's gi to be. It's like, it's really yellow, and even the blue is a little more dull. Even has like some shades of white around here. It's interesting. I haven't had a figure that has had shading in a little while, so it's kind of crazy to see. And then also the hair, it looks translucent, but still has some color to it. It's interesting. So yeah, that's the figure itself. Looks cool. So it comes with this face here that's kind of like just staring out menacingly at his opponent. And the first alternate face is this face right here, where it's shouting like he's powering up. And then something funny is, it looks like he has almost orange sideburns on here. It's kind of interesting. And then the other face is more of a grinning, in pain maybe, or fighting face, also with the orange sideburns. And then as for the hands, we have the two closed fists on this one, and we have 4 other pairs. So we have these ones, which are kind of like a gripping hand, maybe like a Kamehameha hand. So something like this. Yeah. And then these ones, which are the effect blasting hands that are not Kamehamehas. And then we have what I'd like to call the martial arts hands. So when you post them up, when he looks like this, and then he has instant transmission hands for both sides. Sometimes they only include one, but it's nice you get both hands here. And then last thing is another piece of hair, which it's more of a one strand down. This one has multiple strands. Yeah, so that's everything that comes with the figure. By the way, I'd like to mention this figure cost $50. So now I will move on to the review part of the video, and we'll start with articulation. So first, let me take this piece of plastic off. Always feels good, even though it feels like weird, like almost like you're devaluing your figure, but who cares? So I feel like this is gonna be typical Goku figure review. Is just, you know, you got your ankle rocker side to side. This one actually feels like it has a bit more range of motion than usual for some reason. And then the toe itself, you could bend it up or a little down. And then the foot goes up and down. You could twist and rotate. And then we go up to the knee, double jointed knee. That's about as high as you reach, pretty good. Feel like that's usually what you get. When it comes to the leg, you could extend up this way and then back like a full way. That's one heck of a kick he's about to give. And then this part also twists and extends not too much to the side. Like that's about as high as it goes. Obviously with using the other leg, you can extend both to reach higher, but honestly not that much. And we go to the waist. He could twist at the waist. The crunch, he could bend down this much, which is a pretty good amount. Then he's able to twist. I mean, basically everything you would want him to do. We go up to the arms, extends out, and then as always, you're gonna have this annoying sleeve that you're gonna have to be fixing around, but you can rotate fully. Butterfly joint inward, not too much, honestly. You can see this. That's about as much as it goes in, and then out, extend full way. At the bicep, you can rotate, and then show, I mean, the elbows, you're able to go this far back. And at the wrist, rotate 360, and you can move in or out within that joint there. As for the head, you're able to move 360, look down a fair bit, look up, not too much, it's almost straight. You have to bend the whole figure if you want him to look up, to be honest. And yeah, and you could move his head to the side. And that's pretty much it for the articulation. So honestly, it's the most straightforward number 4 I could give. Like I always said, nothing wrong with the figure, nothing wrong with the articulation, but there's nothing it excels at. It's just like every other Goku figure in my opinion. Next up is accuracy. And here I have the Goku with the Bandai Effect yellow energy aura piece. And here's the picture that I was referencing to earlier. Now, I mean, I don't know about you, but it's perfectly spot on. Even like the yellow itself kind of matches. So for me, that's an easy 5, but you judge for yourself. By the way, I'd like to remind you that you could go on, I'll have the link in the description or somewhere on this video. You could go on my page, DBZSHFIGS.com, and you could actually submit your review for this figure as well alongside me, and then the whole community will basically dictate what the official rating is for this figure. So next up we have price to plastic ratio. So, I mean, back to what it brings. 2 different hairs, right? Total of 3 faces and 5 pairs of hands. So, to me, that very much screams retail $34.99 figure. There's no extra accessories, no effect pieces, no blast pieces, not even, didn't even include the aura that's behind them. That would have been cool, you know. Instead you have to buy it separately. So honestly, because I think they're just saying it's a $50 figure because it's an exclusive, as well as we don't often see translucent figures, but at the end of the day, it's still pretty expensive for what it is. So honestly, I'd have to give it a 3. Now we move on to scale, and for this one it's pretty easy since most people, including myself, we base the scaling around Goku since he is the main character. So in theory he should be an easy 5 because he should just be as tall as himself. And obviously I have our best friend, Super Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku. Just gonna stand him next to our boy here, and should be, yeah, I mean, let's see if we could get him more straight. So, okay, here he is next to Son Goku, Saiyan Raised on Earth, and as you can see, they are pretty much the same height. The face is a little lower than Raised on Earth, but basically the same size. So I gotta give it a 5 just because, I mean, it is a Goku figure, so it's the basis of all scale in my opinion. And now that we have them out here, I mean, you could compare for yourself the orange and the yellow, as well as the darker blue versus a more like tamed blue, kind of ocean blue, with the white here on the sleeve. As you can see, there's no shading over here. And then the difference in the hair is like a matte black. This is translucent. And then so now we move on to the final thing, shelf presence. So like I say every episode, shelf presence is the most biased of all of these ratings, because it's up to you what you like to see on your shelf, you know. For example, some people may like cute or funny looking figures. Some people may only like really cool looking figures. So it depends, up to you, honestly. I feel like this guy is pretty cool. I actually brought this little light just to show you. Hopefully it picks up how translucent he is. So if I put this here, looks pretty cool, right? You could see almost through it, not necessarily through it. So the figure itself is cool. However, it just depends on what you do with it. So that's the caveat right there. The figure alone is probably gonna look a little weird, honestly. If you have your aura piece, that makes it look better, but you had to buy that extra. So I feel like I shouldn't include that there. You could also have, like I said, the light behind them. That will make them look cool, but still, there's no light included in this, so I feel like I shouldn't include that. So honestly, for shelf presence, I'd give it a 3. Just because the only times he looks really cool is if you have something to pair with. You know, if you want to display him as the intro of that Dragon Ball scene, you have to have all the other figures, or else people might not know what's going on. You know, it just looks like a really weird colored Super Saiyan Goku. But yeah, overall, this figure gets a 4 out of 5 stars for me personally. So it's a pickup if you want it. If you don't pick it up, it's honestly not that big of a deal. But yeah, that's pretty much for me. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for the next episode. Please subscribe, like, and comment. And I appreciate each and every one of you.